When we begin talking about databases, you want to think about like, how is this data connected? How would I separate it out? Because we don't want duplication or repetition. So again, when you have people or items or records that occur all the time, you don't want to have to keep repeating all their information. So for instance, in this case, looking at the data, what is it that's repeating? What's having that repetition where we're taking the same information, we're saying it over and over and over again, but we really don't need to be saying it over and over and over again. In this case, it's not the customers. The customers over here are pretty much all individual, right? Like they don't duplicate. We aren't seeing multiple. We see, just natural once. They don't occur more than once. But when you get over to the sales reps, the people who are working with these customers, now you're starting to see the same people over and over again, like Pat. Pat Jones is sales rep number 44 and occurs here and here and here. So you're seeing that information multiple times. Not only are you seeing the person's name, but you're also seeing their address. And imagine you're having somebody type in information over and over again, or you're having the sales rep is either typing in their information over and over again, or somebody's inputting the data for them. And when that happens, what's the likelihood that a human being is going to make a mistake? Very high, right? Typing in 43 3rd Oxford, Tennessee 37021 with a base pay of $13,000 and a commission rate of 0.05, you could easily have an error every time you're typing in Pat Jones's information. And the question is, do you really need to have Pat Jones's all personal information all the time for every single one of their customers? No. You don't need to have it over and over again for every single one of the customers. You instead need to make sure that you know how they're connecting, right? So you would take this information and you'd separate it out. Instead of having everything in one big table, you'd want to separate it into multiple tables. So the question is, what would you separate into which table and why?